So we're gonna do a little bit of a posture check and then improve your posture. You've been sitting all day, I know, and you've got some tension in the shoulders, some tension in the back, and we're gonna work to relieve that tension with a posture check. I'm Stephanie Carter-Kelley, a physical therapist, and I work with people who have pain during the day while they're sitting, while they're doing physical activity, but you really shouldn't have pain while you're sitting. So we're gonna see if posture is part of the problem. We're going to start with a few breaths. First, during the day, you have stressors. And by taking just a few nice deep breaths, you can calm your nervous system down and relieve some of the tension. So, and the other thing that a few breaths is going to do is it's going to allow you to tune into the body and really know how you feel. Then with everything else that we do, you'll be able to tell what helps. So sit back in your chair, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Just as a note, I'm here with virtual care today, where you can get therapy needs from a distance, wellness, health, through the computer, just like we're doing now. So we'll take a few breaths. Take a nice big inhale. We're going to take 6 breaths. First one, inhale in through the nose all the way down to the belly. And then just let it go. Second breath, into the belly, into the side ribs. Third breath, into the belly, into the side ribs, all the way up into the chest. On the next breath, make your inhale equal in length to your exhale. The next breath, take a little bit longer inhale and a little bit longer exhale. Deepen the breath. On this last breath, just tune into your body. How does your neck feel? How do your shoulders feel? How does that low back feel? You want to tune into the body. So all of those things, belly breathing, nice long deep breath, even breath on the inhale and exhale, all of that is to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. It takes you out of fight or flight so you can calm your nervous system and release muscle tension that when you're stressed, it keeps you tight. So we want to take those nice big breaths and relieve that tension out of the muscles. So grab your stick. You can have a dowel rod, you can have a broomstick, you can have a golf club, anything that has some stiffness to it. And we're going to use this to check your posture. So as you're looking to the screen, I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing with this stick. You want to sit up nice and tall and align the stick, whichever you're using, on the lower part of your spine, way down there, on the middle part of the spine. I'm going to turn slightly so you can see that. And then on your head. So you have to really think about sitting up nice and tall. Pull those shoulders back. You want to make sure that your chin is level and your eyes are level. You can hold the stick in place. We're going to hold it here just for a little bit, maybe using a hand into the curve of the low back or a hand into the curve of the neck, and take a few breaths in this position. Just like we did at the beginning. Inhale, belly, ribs, and chest. Does that change the sensation of your body? Does sitting up, elongating your spine, maybe tucking your chin a little bit, does that make things feel different through the neck and the shoulders, all the way down into the spine and the hips? Is it easy to get here, or is it a little bit difficult to get into this position, to align those 3 points of your spine onto the stick? So think about where you are holding that stick in that position. Take it away. See if you can maintain that position. Could you maintain that position and work all day? Now, it might not be as important to kind of stay rigidly in this position, but if you find yourself sort of falling out of that position, rounding to work at your computer, you want to bring yourself right back up to that position. And you might find yourself go again and bring it back up. We want to make it easier for you to remember to do that during the day and to also get into that position. So now we're going to move with some strategies that will improve your posture. So the first thing is cat-cows in sitting. So your hands can stay on your knees or on your lap, and you just want to sit up nice and tall. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Maybe just draw that chin straight back, arch the back a little bit, and then exhale and relax and round the spine. Inhale and arch, roll the pelvis, arch the low back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, gently look up, exhale, let the pelvis roll back, spine rounds. Inhale and arch, exhale and round. I'm going to turn sideways so you can kind of see what's going on. Inhale and arch, over correct that really tall, straight posture, exhale and round. This is where you might end up all too often during the day. So focus your effort on really sitting up tall, over correcting. Exhale and round. For a few more breaths. Feel yourself rolling on the pelvis, on those sit bones. And then come back to just a nice neutral posture again. And we're gonna lean forward a little bit. Just lean forward, kind of get your torso out over your thighs. Your feet are up underneath you. Lean and then come back to sitting. Lean, keep the arch in your back, and then come back to regular. And now this time when you lean, stay forward. Push into your feet and go ahead and stand up. And then you're gonna sit down again. Knees go straight ahead. And then lean and stand up. We're going to do that a few times. Sit and stand just to move, work the muscles of your legs, warm up that body. If you want more of a challenge, don't sit, just touch your bottom and then come back up. And touch your bottom to the seat and come back up. You'll see how that is more of a challenge, but these sit to stands can be better than your afternoon caffeine. Just get that blood flowing. Okay, stay in standing. Now, I'm gonna move my chair out of the way just a little bit so I have some room here in standing. Feet are hip width distance apart. Again, you can stay facing the screen so you can see things, but I just wanna show you what we're doing. So, hands on your hips. Have my thumbs wrapped around to the back of my hips. Feet are hip width distance apart. I want you to just tighten your bottom. That's right, just squeeze your bottom. Squeeze those glute muscles, tighten, squeeze and release. Because here's what happens. When you sit all day, your glute muscles, they don't have to do anything. So we need to turn them on, squeeze and release. We're gonna add a little bit to this. Now squeeze, push the hips forward, lean back a little bit and relax. And then squeeze again, push the hips forward, lean back a little bit and relax. We're gonna do that a few times. I don't want you to feel pain in your low back. That's why you're getting a really tight squeeze. See if you can engage your abdominals, squeeze your bottom, lean the hips forward and lean back. Maybe your gaze goes up just a little bit. And then relax. A couple more times. Squeeze, push the hips forward, and then back bend. Tiny little back bend. Because we're here all too often. We need to back bend. Do the opposite of what you've been doing all day. Maybe that feels good. So from here, similar. Just grab your hands and maybe sort of square them off. See if you can grab your hands. Maybe you can grab one wrist or the other. Maybe you can grab your elbows. Just kind of see what that feels like. And just take those hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together, take the hands down your back, reach towards the floor, and then try to lift them away from you and relax. So squeeze the shoulder blades, take the hands to the floor, and then try to lift them out behind you. And release. One more time, squeeze the shoulder blades down and back, lift the hands away from your back. Just think of a nice tall posture. And then release those hands. Next thing, just think of a nice tall posture. Make sure your chin is level and see if you can glide that head back. It's not about looking up. It's about just maybe taking the shoulder blades back, glide your head back. A little bit of a military posture, but it just opens things up. I'm trying to open you up a little bit through here where I know so many people hold tension. Shoulders down and back, glide that chin back. Feel like you're lengthening in your neck at the same time you do that. Just make yourself as tall as possible. Feel your feet onto the floor, ground into the floor, tighten your bottom. Lower belly draws up, make yourself tall. Tuck the chin, elongate up the back of the neck. It's an overcorrection. I wouldn't expect you to stay here all the time, but we're just trying to address some areas of the body so that you're going to fit on that stick a little bit better. Go ahead and sit back down. The next one, I'm going to move my chair. The next one is to address the neck, right at the base of the neck, where the neck turns to meet the shoulders. So come back to your breathing because we're going to use the breath. So just inhale and exhale. So in that nice long breath, you're going to turn and look about halfway to the right. You don't have to look all the way over the right shoulder. Just turn and look about halfway to the right and take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, just look down. Inhale, you can look back up, straight ahead in that 45 or so degree angle. Nice big inhale. As you exhale, look down. Inhale, look up into the diagonal. Exhale, look down. And you might feel that right at the base of the skull, opening up that area where the head sits right on top of the neck. Exhale, just think about taking your gaze down, your nose, chin dips down just a little bit, right towards the collarbone. Inhale, release. Make sure the shoulder blades are staying down away from your ears. Last one, nice big inhale. Exhale, look down, nose dips down, chin dips down. And release, you can look back to the center. We're going to go the other direction. Before we do, let's take a nice big breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Turn about 45 degrees. Just off to the left. Inhale. Exhale, look down. Nose dips down, chin dips down. Inhale, just relax. You can bring your gaze back up. Exhale, look down. Drop the chin down. Inhale, relax. Exhale, gaze down. Look down. Last time, nice big inhale, and then as you exhale, just drop your gaze down, drop your chin down. And come back to a nice neutral position. So let's do just a little bit more with the shoulders, because this area typically is so tight and it makes it difficult to kind of pull that head back so you can get it onto the stick. That's where I see a lot of problems. So roll the shoulders, just up, back, and down, up, back, and down. Take your arms straight out to the side, thumbs up, right thumb up, left thumb down, look to your right thumb, and now switch. Right thumb goes down, left thumb goes up, look to your left thumb, point it up. And then you're gonna switch again, left thumb down, right thumb up, look to your right thumb. And just gently go back and forth. You're not forcing it to look to the left, but just take your eyes look to the right thumb, turn, look to the left thumb. Keep those arms straight out to the sides. Make a T with the arms and the body. Just going back and forth. Gently, as you look towards that right thumb, just make sure you're bringing the chin around. Same to the left, bring the chin around. Don't let the eyes and the head sort of tilt as you go back and forth. Come back to the center, arms overhead. Reach both arms overhead and just elongate that whole body. As you breathe in this position, can you feel like your ear is right next to your upper arm? Make sure you reach the shoulder blades to the top of the torso. So shoulder blades are going to the ear, thumbs reach straight back. So maybe you feel like you're here. Can you reach the shoulder blades a little bit more? Reach those thumbs back a little bit more. Feel like you're really long from the hips all the way to the fingertips. And arms come down and relax. Grab that stick again. Put it right back to where we had it before. All the way down at the base of the spine. I'll do it with this hand so you can see. All the way down at the base of the spine. Below the curve of the low back. In the middle of the spine. And then head on the spine. You should be able to rest in this position. It shouldn't be a lot of effort to get in this position. You should be able to be relatively relaxed when you're in this position. Feel like you elongate your spine. Just take a few more breaths. I want you to come back to the sensation that you feel now in this position. So the thing to ask yourself as you take a few breaths, you can kind of close your eyes and just really feel. Notice the sensation of the neck and the shoulders. Notice the sensation all the way down into the low back. So how do you feel? You can release the stick, just hold it in your lap. So we did a lot of things. We breathed to release tension. We did some mobility through the hips and the spine, the shoulders and the neck, all ways so that you can align your spine and hold that position while you're working through the day. As you move to tomorrow, the rest of your day and tomorrow and the next day, think about the stick. Think about aligning yourself. Catch yourself every time you're a little bit rounded or you're slumped or you're maybe sideways. Catch yourself and come back to a nice neutral position. When you have a nice correct posture, these muscles shouldn't have to work all that hard. And don't forget to take those nice big breaths to affect your nervous system and calm everything down. So I'm Stephanie Carter-Kelley here with Virtual Care. I'm a physical therapist who works with people that have chronic pain, because you don't have to have chronic pain. Little tiny things that you can do throughout the day to relieve that tension and relieve that pain. Have a great rest of your day.